Hiya, so just a bit of an update as to where we're at in the business now. My first video was actually recorded, I think it was midway through July, and I'd kind of forgotten about it and forgot to upload it, but here we are. So the numbers that I spoke about then and the progress were over a month ago compared to this video now. Can't remember the exact numbers that were in that. I think we'd just done close to £1,000 in profit in the month of July, which I think we're about 6 months in now. So to be honest, I was really happy with that. All this money is just getting reinvested, and we have sold out of quite a few lines. We had Prime Day, I think it was in July, so I think that was my first proper Prime Day. I don't think it was the best one, but I seemed to do alright out of it. Certainly bought a few winners, a few losers, but on the whole it was a good learning experience, and there was quite a bit of profit to be made compared to previous months anyway, getting started. So where we're at now, it is Saturday the 24th of August, approaching the end of the month, and the profits for Amazon FBA at least aren't what I was hoping, but I was away for 2 weeks thereabouts, so what do you expect? I think in the past couple of weeks I've not really bought too much at all up until yesterday and the day before. Probably spent about 2,000 on stock, so hopefully that'll arrive in the next few days and I can get that sent off. Some of it is quite slow sellers, but high profit, so I don't mind that, and some of it is sort of smaller profit and sort of faster sellers, so a nice little balance. In July and even sort of the month before, to sort of feed July if you like, I bought quite a lot of RA products, which retail arbitrage. These weren't necessarily ones I was going hunting for, but I'd found them in a few local shops and I was just picking them up every time I was driving past them on my way to somewhere else. So I'll share them with you in the future once I've sold them out. But at the moment now, I've got some numbers in front of me. We are, in the last 30 days at least, we're on £938 profit for Amazon, and that's just over 3,200 in sales. So just to be clear, that's not profit for the business. I've got overheads, I'm in a unit that I pay for. This costs to run, electricity, internet, things like that. I'm reinvesting any remaining profit back into stock. So definitely not flush or £1,000, in my pocket by any stretch of the imagination, but sort of building it up for long-term gains, hopefully. Out of those numbers, we've got 175 units, so 175 individual products that had sold, and it was an average of 78% ROI, which I'm really happy with. That high ROI has come from pretty much from the retail arbitrage products that I bought. Some of them were 200% ROI, so it skewed my stats, if you like, because RA isn't something that I'll be doing a lot of in the future. I've got a job and a young family, so I haven't really got time to be driving around the country picking up stock. Most of what I'm doing now is online arbitrage, Amazon to Amazon, and it's been a bit of a learning curve, but I've been sort of averaging out about 30% ROI, 40% ROI for my Amazon to Amazon and my online arbitrage products that I bought. This month as well, or a few days ago, I finally made my first wholesale order. It's not arrived yet, but I spent quite a substantial amount of money, well, comparatively to what I used to spend on that, so it could be a bit of a gamble, who knows, we'll see. Hopefully it all arrives intact. I also signed up with a prep centre last month, I think it was. I haven't sent everything to them yet, but I have used them for certain products, and it's definitely sort of lessened the load here in the unit. I'm still having to come to the unit here anyway to send eBay parcels out, so I don't mind doing a bit of prep, especially while I'm starting, to keep costs down. But it's really good to know that I've got the prep centre set up, so if I find a good lead and I'm busy with other life things, I can still buy the lead, send it to the prep centre. The profits will reduce slightly, but I'm still keeping the business turning over. So looking forward into September, I'll do another video like this in about a month. I'd sort of hope that, for one, the wholesaler order arrives all right. It's not going to be a quick seller just now, but it'll be stock that I'm sort of building up for Q4, which is my biggest aim at the moment. So I'm trying to buy products that will do well in Q4. I don't mind if this month and next my profits are a bit lower, just so I can keep buying things that will sell better in Q4 and try and blow my figures out the water in November, December, even January. Hopefully by then I'll have built up some more capital, so for the January sales and going forward I can buy more stock and start the whole process all over again. So some of the things that have helped recently, I've been in a Discord group called Profit Sweep. I'll see if I can put a link to that in the description. So it's in beta at the moment, so they've been doing really good Amazon to Amazon pings and really good price drop notifications. I'm not sure if I can say which sites they're for, but if you join the waiting list or join it, you'll see yourself, and there's honestly, you can make your money back on the subscription when they start charging for it, that is, within the day quite easily. There's people there who've made thousands just off one ping, so dead happy to be in that sort of right place, right time. I think there might be a waiting list at the moment, I'm not too sure, but get yourself on it. Again, I'll try and put the link in the description. Besides that, I've not done any retail arbitrage, but I have finally started to find some more manually sourced OA leads. So that's basically from looking in newsletters that I've started to sign up to. So I've started to build, I think this was a recommendation from FBA Mogul, started to build Gmail accounts that have been signed up to newsletters from different sites. So I really need to up my game on that, because so far, at least for manual sourcing, it's been a really good place to start. So one recently was a site-wide sale for 30% off, and that came through on the emails. I even picked it up about 3 days later than everyone else, but there was still stock there. A lot of it was sold out, but you could add on other coupon codes. I think it was up to another 30% off, so you're getting 60% off overall on brand new products that sell quite well. Some of them, I mentioned before, are slower sellers but high profit, so I'm dead happy with that. And to be honest, it just gave me a lot of confidence that I can do manual sourcing, because I'd probably done, it doesn't sound like much, but 2 or 3 days after coming back from being away of manual sourcing, I'm not really finding much at all. But I think what I'm slowly learning is some weeks are good, some weeks are bad. There's not going to be really good leads knocking about every day. You just sort of got to keep your net cast wide, keep your ears open, and be ready to sort of strike on them when they do come about. Second to that, I've been using Arbisource. I'll put a link to that in the description. So Arbisource has been really good for price drop notifications. They have what they call vaults on there as well, so you can click on B&Q and tons of other retailers, and it'll match products with Amazon's and show you the price difference, the profits and things, and the keeper graphs, which has been really good. I tend to use the price drop feature of that though, and a little tip is to use the unmatched option on there. So, and the price drops, the matched will match items with Amazon for you, but if you click on unmatched, it'll show you the ones that they can't find a match for. But oftentimes, I say often, it's infrequently, but they're worth it when they come about. There will be price drops on there that you can find an Amazon listing for, and there's often good profit to be made. And if you're one of the first to buy it, you can clear out that retailer and do quite well off it. So highly recommend Arbisource. I think it's about £60 a month. Not sure if they've updated the pricing recently, but as it happens, I actually managed to bump into the owner at the Seller Amp meetup in Nottingham last weekend, I think that was. Seems like a nice guy. He's working really hard on the software. He's always open to ideas for new suggestions on what to do with the software, and he's interested in how people are using it. He also has a free Discord group that you can log into. If you've got any questions about the software, you can ask it in there and it'll be quick to reply. So highly recommend that. I touched on the Seller Amp meetup, but that was really good. We went down to that. It was a bit of a drive for us, but to be honest, it was nice to meet other sellers in person. You don't always get to put a name to the face, especially if you're just speaking to people in Discord, or if you're not using Discord, then you're just working on your own, and even just bouncing ideas around, sort of telling people about your losses, for example, or your wins, just to see, you basically find out that you're not the only one going through the same issues, or the only one going through the issues that you're going through. There's other people that are going through the same thing, and there was loads of helpful advice given there. Even there's wholesalers there that you could chat to, so it was good to get a sort of different perspective on the market. There was FBA sellers, there was people who were brand new to Amazon, and the Seller Amp team were there as well. So yeah, it was really good. So thanks to Seller Amp for hosting that. Hopefully they do another one next year. I'd highly recommend getting down to that. I definitely will be if we're around for it. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update on where we're at towards the end of August. I'll try and do another one next month. So yeah, thank you very much. See you soon.